Hello, everybody. Welcome to this particular event. Before going ahead, let me very quickly help you understand exactly what we are doing today. So this is the orientation. So generally it is for three types of students. So firstly, students who are interested in understanding what this organization and what this entire internship is. Secondly, the set of students who have already applied on our portal. They received the assignment and they are actually working on it. And then third set of students who completed their assignments and they have already joined us. Okay, so this particular orientation will be all these three types of students. During this orientation, we will be discussing about the internship. We'll try to understand what various aspects in it. Okay, it will be a very short presentation. I'll just try to wind it up as early as possible, mostly around 15 to 20 minutes might be, and after that will be open for the Q&A. Let me begin. Let me start. So firstly, about the organization. So Space for ECE or Spaces India Foundation. This is basically the umbrella. And under this umbrella, there are at least three organizations which are working together. So Samhita Bharadwaj Sanstha, which is a trust, then Space for Early Childhood Education, that is a firm, and then thirdly, Spaces India Foundation, which is a Section 8 company. So these three organizations work together to make sure that we contribute something in the education space. So all these three organizations are working in education. But according to the organization, their nature of work changed. So in the sense, Samhita work largely in the earlier year, in the higher grades. So for upper primary and secondary school children. Space for Early Childhood Education work on early childhood education, so specifically for children between 0 to 8 years of age. Similarly, Spaces India Foundation also work in the early years, but this particular entity also look into B2B business and also work on the government partnerships. Okay, so three organizations working in education, and there are various aspects they cover. So with this, let me very quickly move ahead. Spaces. So it basically stands for child developmental domain. So whatever you are seeing on the left side, that is social, physical, aesthetic, cognitive, emotional, these all are child developmental domains. So we work on all these child developmental domains. And to specify that, we work in early childhood education, we have taken ECE at the end. So space and ECE, it becomes spaces. Okay. Our mission, we basically want to assure that child get really good education, and we want to influence the entire ecosystem of early childhood education. So that is what we exist for. And to achieve that, we basically provide various services and products. Our core values, so we believe in collaboration. We do engage in right collaborations at right time. We are compassionate about what we do. Consistency is our key. So we try to do things consistently and on the regular basis. And then fourth important thing, we try to achieve the quality in whatever we are doing. Yeah. So with this, let me go ahead. So let me introduce myself and our co-founder. So myself, Sachin. I have around 13-14 years of experience in various different fields. So I started my career in IT, in software engineering, and then I was largely working in mobility. So I was developing mobile games and then was doing various things related to technology. Slowly I shifted into project management and was largely recently few years. Educational background wise, I did my MCA, BSc in physics, and then I'm currently doing my master's in education. Okay. Apart from that, I did a couple of postgraduate diplomas as well, and I'm currently pursuing my PhD in education from University of York. It's in UK. I'm also a state sponsored student, so Maharashtra State sponsored me for doing this particular PhD. So this is quickly me. Similarly, Aparna also like have around 12 to 13 years of experience. She has she also come with 2 masters. So her first masters was in social work, and secondly she did a master in education. So this is our background. So these are like something which we work on. So we identified like these are the problems, in the sense there are like not enough things available for child development. So there is not a overarching solutions which are available to address all the child developmental domains. Even if there are few things available, I guess those are lacking the quality. So that is another thing. And then thirdly, if quality products are available, those are very costly. So ultimately we decided that we should do something for that. Okay. And then one solution we identified as home as a learning space. And what does it basically mean is that like children spend most of their time at home. So during specifically between 0 to 3, children are like absolutely at home. Even they go to preschool after that. The preschool's timings are around 2, 3, 4 hours at the max. Okay, apart from that, the entire day, entire remaining time they spend at home. So what we thought, like if that time can be utilized for learning purpose, it would be really good. Okay. So for that purpose, then we decided to work on this particular idea called home as a learning space, where we enhance home from the learning perspective. Okay. So with this, let me very quickly go ahead. These are the few market sectors, and then we try to provide the cost-effective solutions for children between 0 to 8 years. So that is generally what we are into. Business model. So we directly work with the consumers, and at the same times we also work with the businesses. So when I say that like we work on B2C, in B2C we directly work for parents and teachers. In B2B we try to work with the NGOs, there are other schools, universities, and we also work with the Anganwadis, we do government tie-ups, and then CSRs as well. Okay, so this is generally 2 types of model we work on. These are like few of the offerings from our side. So we do organize talk series. We are into trainings and capacity building for parents, teachers, and all the other professionals. We provide, and then many other things. We do have products. So there are at least like 5-6 different products we are working on. First is educational kit, which is like there are general kits, but there are specific kits as well, like language development kit, math development kit, and then many other things which we are working on. With this organizational introduction, let me come to the second part. I'll try to cover the second part in another 5 to 10 minutes, and then after that we will be ready to discuss your queries and questions. So internships. So Space also provide the internships. As I had mentioned earlier that like there are 3 entities which are working together under Spaces umbrella. So what we decided that we should provide internships. But the reason for doing that was, first thing is a very clear thing that like we want to absorb candidates in the organization after completion of internship. So basically what we felt is that current recruitment process is not that robust that we can understand the candidates. Okay. Secondly, candidates also don't get chance to understand us. So for that purpose, we decided to float the internship where they can understand what we are as an organization, and secondly we also understand candidates better. So that is one reason we are doing this particular internship. Second reason, we realized that mostly candidates are getting internships, but those internships are very dummy kind of internships. In the sense, organizations don't believe that interns have some capacity, they'll be able to complete their responsibilities. They don't have that faith, and because of that they don't give live internship. They don't give internships which will be mission critical. Okay. So and then because of that students don't get chance to learn. Okay. So we decided that we will provide the internship, but those internships will be live projects. Okay. So it will not be dummy thing which we will give to our interns. So what we did is we created a virtual entity. So these internships will be given to that given through that particular virtual entity. So what is virtual entity? So this particular virtual entity is full of interns, in the sense like we do have hundreds of interns working in that particular virtual entity. So basically all the responsibilities, so starting from our technology team, graphics team, our video editing team, management teams, digital marketing, all the teams are headed, and all the responsibilities are taken by the interns. Okay, and we call this concept as internship incubation. Okay, and all the other entities, that is these three entities, give their work to this virtual entity. In the sense, we take few live projects from our entities and give to virtual entities. In the sense, then intern gets chance to work on the live projects. Okay, so when this particular virtual entity gets some work assigned, our interns try to work on that and they complete it. Okay, so that is the arrangement. So as you can see in the main in the center we have virtual entity, and on both sides we do have our real entities. Okay, so they pass on work to this virtual entity. That is how this particular thing works. And then because of that, students get opportunity to work on a live project which really contribute meaningfully, and through that they will be in position to show enhance their profile. Okay, and which will ultimately lead to get really good opportunities. Okay, so with this I'll move ahead. So generally these are the four sections in which we provide internships. So management, technology, executive, and creative. So in management, like all the management fields come, so it's starting from HR, sales, marketing, digital marketing, and then many others. Okay, in technology we do have various things. So generally we work on the web development, that is in LAMP stack. We work on mobile development, that is in Android. We work on automation, which come through Google Script, App Script, and then we are also into data analysis, which we generally do in Python. Executive internships, these particular internships are for generally for IIM students, where like they can work on the executive level responsibilities like CEO, COO, CTO, and many others, COO. So that kind of responsibilities are given to executive interns. And then fourthly, creative side, in that like we do have graphic designing, video editing, and many other fields. Okay, so generally these four areas are covered in the internship progression. So this is like important slide. Generally like the minimum duration of internship is 1 month, but 1 month internship is only for students who are coming from, who have just limited duration available. Expect students to work with us at least for 3 months. Okay, so first 3 months is the minimum duration which we generally suggest. Then there will be a next 3-month duration. So first 3 months is a unpaid internship, then we get into paid internship, and then there will be another 6 months of duration, during which we allows candidates to join us as a trainee, and there onwards their progression in the organization starts. Okay, generally at each point there will be a selection process. Okay, students will be assessed based on their earlier submissions. They will be assessed based on their performance. There will be like a lot of tests and interviews which does happen. So this progression is not simple, I would say. There will always be some kind of assessment involved over there. So generally during this particular internship, we start working at 10 o'clock, but we follow flexi hours. So it does not necessarily mean that you need to be available at 10 o'clock and then you should work only from 10 o'clock. It's like you can choose your time. That's perfectly fine. That's flexible. But we start generally at 10 o'clock, and then general hours are between 10 to 7 p.m. Okay, so we do expect our candidates to be there during this particular time duration, right? But people can choose their flexible time. Only for calling purpose or only for meetings, we request our candidates to make themselves available between 10 to 7 p.m. Okay, but for working they can choose any time. Perfect. With this code of conduct, please maintain the business environment. Like you all are students, completely understand that, but it should not disturb the office decorum. That's the only thing we expect. Okay, apart from that, please respect the workspace and all your colleagues. Third most important thing, protection of company property. Okay, so you will not be allowed to share whatever you are doing here with anybody. Okay, you are not expected to share it on your profiles, on your GitHub accounts, on your Facebook accounts. No, so you can share in general, but you cannot circulate the material which you have developed over here. In the sense, for example, if creative team have developed something, okay, they can post it on the organizational account, Facebook accounts. Whatever posted on the Facebook account, that can be posted on your personal account. Okay, so you can share those links, but you cannot post any organizational material directly on your accounts. So that is something need to be taken care of. We do follow various HR processes, so there will be performance appraisals as well. So if specifically candidates who are working for the longer duration, their assessments and performance will be tested on the regular basis. Okay, I already mentioned about the non-disclosure, so you need to maintain the confidentiality. This is a really important slide, and I just need to emphasize on this particular point. On this particular slide, you will be having many candidates, many female candidates working with us. Okay, and we want to make sure that everybody is respected equally. Okay, any kind of cases related to sexual harassment, okay, and we are working remotely. Even in that case, like whatever text you are exchanging with your colleagues, okay, that should be done appropriately. Okay, there should not be any misconduct. People should not feel discomfort. Okay, otherwise we take it very seriously. Even if there is one complaint, okay, even if there is a one-liner complaint from anybody, we immediately take action on that. Okay, and we are brutally serious about it. Okay, if things are serious, then we take it to police complaint as well. Okay, I'm just emphasizing this because like recently we observed that it has not fortunately happened in our organization, but in other organization we have observed that like people are sometimes very casual and it lead to some unnecessary thing. So we want to avoid that. For that purpose, I'm emphasizing on this particular point, like we are very serious. So let me just share that upfront. Yes, just last few slides. One important thing, we do expect our candidates to be responsible. Okay, generally students are little ignorant. Okay, I'm not blaming all the students, please don't take me otherwise. I'm just saying that like sometimes you haven't worked in the organization, so you don't know how to respond to a few of the things. So if somebody calls you or somebody texts you, it is your responsibility to respond all those things. Okay, if you are allocated some work, you are expected to complete that. Okay, you are expected to work on it. If you are facing any challenges, you are expected to communicate it back to right people. Okay, so these are really essential thing, and if you miss to do that, okay, we will wait for a couple of days, 2-3 days, but after that it will not be tolerated. Okay, so we do have an automated system which keep tracking your daily submissions. If you are not fulfilling those, then immediately system automatically terminate your internships. Okay, so this is little serious kind of internship. It is not a very general internships, I would say. Okay, so it's last 20 minutes I'm speaking. Thank you, thanks a lot for being such a patient listener. I'm hopeful that like I have given you good clarity about this internship, and I'm sure that you'll enjoy, you will have a really good time with us, and it will enhance your profile. Okay, so even though during first 3 months we are not paying anything, but one thing we really assure to our candidates, that they will get such kind of profile that they will be able to earn in multifold of like whatever internships stipend you get. Okay, that is something which we really assure. Whoever get the completion certificate, that carries such a value that you will get good response in the market, you'll get good opportunities in the industry, because we will make you work on things which are like latest in the market, and because of that it enhances your profile. Okay, so with this I'll take a pause, and I request people to ask the queries if any. Yeah, so you can post it in a QA or you can post it in a chat. Any queries? Yes. So on which technologies we are working? So currently, on a technology side, we are basically working on 3-4 important things. So firstly, on the web development, we do it in LAMP stack. Okay, so we work Linux, Apache, PHP, MySQL. This is for web development. We also use Laravel as a framework for few of our projects. And then for mobile development, we work on Android. Okay, so backend is again in LAMP, but on the front end we use Android. Within that, like we are doing a lot of implementation. So people will be doing payment gateway integration. People will be doing voice over IP. So VoIP integration will be there, and then voice and video call integration using Agora. Then we are working on YouTube API. YouTube, this is all the Google API integrations. So this is generally we work on. We are also into automation. So entire process, in the sense like right now you're applying, like entering in the selection process. So whenever you apply on a job portal, after that, like everything is automated. So whatever email responses you are getting, the job offer letters, and everything is automated. So those kind of automations are also done by the technology team, and that is done through Google's App Script. Fourthly, we are also working in data analysis, and for data analysis we generally use Python, Strata, SPSS, then QDA for qualitative data analysis. We use Max QDA, then QDA Miner, these kind of tools. Hope I could answer your query. Any other question? Yes. Yes, sort of really important question, whether this internship is online or offline. This internship will be completely online, in the sense work from home internship, because due to recent government guidelines, we decided that no office work, everybody will be working from their home. So because of that, this will be an online internship, work from home internship. Yes. Then Vishal, what if we delayed on providing a due date for certain task allocated? Yes, so generally there will be discussions during that, like you can finalize like when why these slippages are there. Obviously people will be there, they understand the technology, so they know exactly how things are going. We are here to support you, okay? We are not here to eliminate you from the process, okay? Our responsibility is to support you in each and everything. If you communicate it with the right person at the right time, I guess there will not be any kind of terminations, okay? The only thing is, like, if you are not communicating at all, first thing. Second possibility is like you are communicating but like not improving at all. In only these two extreme cases, your terminations will be there. Otherwise, like, we are very accommodating. We understand that you are interns. We understand that you will be doing most of the thing first time, okay? And then our teams will be ready to help you in each and everything. They will provide you all kind of guidance, but you should be ready to learn. If you are ready to learn, I guess there won't be any challenges here. Thanks, Vishal, for asking that question. Then yes, so start date, it's a rolling basis. So as soon as you apply on our portal, after that immediately your selection process will start. In the sense, you will get the assignment, you need to complete that assignment. Meanwhile, somebody from HR team will call you, and then they will conduct your HR round, okay? And after that, like, as soon as you submit the assignment on given portal, system will immediately take that application ahead, and it will automatically assess it, and then if it meets the expectation, it will automatically send you the offer letter, and immediately next day your internship will start. So there is no start date, you don't need to wait for any start date. As soon as you apply and complete your assessment, your internship will start. Yes, so then Divya, for data analysis intern, what kind of software is required? Yes, so as I mentioned, for data analysis you need to know Python, okay? Even if you don't know Python, that's perfectly fine. We can start with Excel, okay? But advanced Excel is something which we expect, so you can start with that. But advanced level statistical analysis, for that purpose you need to understand Python firstly. Secondly, you can work on various other tools, like we use SPSS, we use Strata, and then various other tools as well. Okay, so that is one thing. On the qualitative data analysis side, we do work on QDA Max and QDA Miner. So this kind of tools will generally be required if you want to work in data analysis. Okay, but does not necessarily mean that you need to master all those things. Okay, the basic thing is required in the sense you should understand advanced Excel and a bit of Python. Okay, for data visualization, we also work on Tableau. Good. So that was about data analysis. Saili, you have question. Sir, we have got assignments on mail. So can you tell me about it? I got a mail for video editing. Yes. So based on your chosen field, you get the assignment and then you are expected to complete that. Okay. So if you have any specific queries in the mail itself, there is a number. You can just simply text on that number and you will get more clarity about that. Okay, or otherwise you can just simply reply to that same email and then people will be in position to elaborate that more. But generally whatever assignments you are getting, those are like whatever we are right now working in the organizations, some tasks from the same list are allocated to you randomly. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can please connect with us. We'll be in position to respond to those. Yes, Sally. Then there is another question. Is there a requirement that I have to apply within this month or sometime? Yes, so you are mentioning whether you can apply next month. Yes, surely. As I mentioned, it's on a rolling basis, so you can apply next month and whenever you want. What I would suggest is like the earlier you apply, the better it is. Okay, so we do have like a defined quota for each month. Okay, so generally around we absorb 100 to 200 candidates in each month. Okay, so it will be better like if you apply earlier and you finish your responsibilities. Okay, and then once you get the offer, you can request for the extension. Okay, so you finish your responsibilities right now, in the sense finish all the formalities right now and then request for the extension. So your offer letter will be extended further. Okay, so that is very much possible. 1 month duration is really acceptable. You can do a 1 month internship. In web dev, which language technology do we use? Yeah, so as I responded already, Shraddha, we work on LAMP and we generally use, so we are on AWS, we use Linux Ubuntu machine in that. We have like our web container is Apache. We work on PHP MySQL. Laravel is a framework which we generally use on the front end, HTML5, and then many other things which are getting used. We for payment integration we use InstaMojo. For voice and for calling purpose, video call purpose, we use Agora. Then yeah, I guess for maps and all those things we use Google APIs. Yeah, I guess these are the only things we are using. Perfect. Hope Shraddha I could answer you. Any other question? Yes, so one important question, like whether we provide internships in Java. Unfortunately, we don't work on Java stack and Microsoft stack, so there will not be any opportunities. But if you are interested in working on Android Java, then that is a possibility. I know it's a little different than Java, but still, like if you understand core Java very well, and then if you want to work on Android, that is very much a possibility. So Amit Kumar, you can just explore that. Yes. Any other question? Yes. So we do have internship for Python. Yes, as I mentioned. Yeah. So as I mentioned, yes, we do have internship for Python. That is specifically for two things. Like one is for data analysis, and second thing for secondly for really sorry for this. Yeah, so firstly in Python, like one for data analysis, secondly we also do automations through Python. So let's say if you want to do data scrapping, so for that purpose also we do Python. So there are like various opportunities available in Python. Yeah, so internship start immediately. Aman, I know that like you already received the offer letter, so we'll immediately start working on that. You will join the WhatsApp group. The earlier members, the senior members, will give you a quick orientation about like how things work over here, and then it will be taken ahead. So Aman, somebody will surely get in touch with you as early as possible. Yes, so few of you, Shubham and then many others are mentioning that they haven't received the assignment. Don't worry, mostly by end of the day you will receive it, or at the most by tomorrow. Okay, so it's an automated system, so which keep processing applications and it keeps sending the assignments. Okay, so the only issue might be that like there are many applications which were coming, so at least like 100 200 applications we receive every day. Okay, so some systems sometimes take a little bit of time to process it, so don't worry, you will surely get it. Perfect, thank you. Yes, so I guess it's already 12:30. We need to stop now. If any last question, then I can respond to it, or otherwise we'll stop here. Yes, good. Kanchan, you started learning Python. That's really good. Sir, I'm a fresher, 2020 pass out. I have completed BE in mechanical engineering. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Even if you're like you are done your course in mechanical engineering and you want to work on something over here, that's perfectly fine. You are welcome. Okay. The only thing I would mention is that like whatever you learn, for that you need to put efforts. Okay, so your background doesn't matter much over here because there are people like who come from technology but want to explore how HR function. Okay, and then they do join our HR internships. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We are very open with it. It's just that you need to put efforts to understand the processes over there. You need to understand how things work over there. Okay, and then accordingly you need to contribute. So what I would suggest is like if you are be mechanical, you can surely join that. Secondly, what I can see that like you are already passed out, and whether you can do the internships. Yes, our internships are open for students who already passed out. Our internships are open for women as well. Like generally what happened, like at least in India, women need to take break when due to pregnancy and various other reasons, due to marriages and various other things, and then after that they want to start their career again. So we do provide internships to those kind of candidates as well. Okay, so you can surely try it out. You can surely join us. Yes, so Rahul, I guess you missed the first slide. So first 3 months, it's an unpaid internship. Next 3 months, it will be paid internship based on the selection. Okay, and after that, there will be 6 months of traineeship. So all this thing, like after first 6 months, you basically become part of the organization, and there onwards, you join as a trainee in that particular department, and there onwards, your journey in the organization starts. So that is generally our structure. Yes, perfect. So now we need to stop. It's like already we have taken enough of time. If anything, you can just simply write to us. Okay, we are there to answer all your queries. You can just simply write us over here. Okay, this is our HR email address. You can write something over there, and then apart from that, I'll request you to visit our pages. Okay, so you can just simply log in over there and then complete the form. Okay, complete the form on a job portal, and then immediately your selection process will start. Okay, so I request all candidates to apply as early as possible. Join us. We just assure one important thing, that you will be having a really great learning over here. Okay, and you will cherish these memories throughout your life. In addition to this particular internship, we also have our alumni network as well, and there are people, all interns are so happy that like they are also getting support from our side. So it does not mean that like this internship is over and then our relationship ended. No, it's not that. We will support you throughout your life through our alumni network. Okay, so it is something which you will really enjoy. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining this particular session, and best wishes for all your career plans. Thank you. Thanks a lot.